welcome to the full release of Book of Hours. This is a game I've been looking forward to. I played the demo, played and recorded the demo of this, but beyond that, this is my first time getting my hands on the full game. As such, let's begin. The good, the bad, the ugly, and something else. That was a fast loading. Brancrug, March. There has been no librarian at Hush House since the fire, 7 years now. Suitable candidates are very difficult to find, but perhaps we have found one in you. Take care on your journey. The sea around Brancrug are treacherous. Seas. Yep. Okay, so this was in the demo before. Left click to interact with objects. It's been a while since I've played that. Right click to use curse keys. So okay, got it. St. Brandon's Cove. Here the sea ends and the world begins, or the other way around. After storms, the fishermen of Brancrug village find oddities washed up here. It's out of bounds. This place lies beyond the bounds of the house. Okay. Hang on now. Copied to clipboard. Out of bounds. Okay. Just seeing what that's saying. Sorry, let's get into this. I'm thinking it's telling us to have a look here. The cold comes first, thunder growling, waves pounding, and finally me, sprawled on the sodden sand of the beach. There's something in my hand. Health, half drowned, memory of a storm, and a drowned book. Let's take all of those. So, what can we remember? I'm soaked and freezing, but so as far as I can tell, I'm still alive. You still have some health, don't lose it. You'll need it. If you want to be alive, what else do you have? Fair enough. I can't get my thoughts straight. Perhaps there's something in the book. Perhaps this book can help me put pieces together. The book is in bad shape. I'm not much better. We're both in need of a warm, dry, safe place soon. So that is ticking down, but... There was a storm. It smashed the ship like an egg, but I seized the book as the sea seized me. Then the sea brought me here to Brancrug. Well, might as well try that. So, things feel familiar but different to the demo, which I suppose is a good thing. They've refined it a bit better, the UI and everything. There was a storm. Yep, we've read that. It's hard to... and Brancrug is where I wanted to be, but it's hard to remember why. What else did I lose in the storm? Fet, Chaw, and Shout. Right? Okay, there's music there. Sorry, I should really be diving into this and, showing the audience as it were, but I'm showing you my first-hand experience, getting re-familiar with everything. We have this. The Tree of Wisdoms. Scholars and adepts recognize 9 wisdoms, though they disagree where one wisdom ends and another begins. Something for me to think about. Travel the Tree of Wisdoms to learn secrets and gain elements of the soul. Oh good, I can zoom out. We couldn't before in the demo, and that was, or at least I don't remember. At least we couldn't zoom out comfortably. And that phased me there. Okay, things here look familiar, though. If you've not seen the game before, this is going to be a lot to take in. Don't worry, we don't need to do anything with this right now. At least I don't think so. Our first thought is going to be... Where are we now? Is going to be getting out of this. freezing the place. Or a library, and we're not meant for the outside. How can we do that? I have long forgotten. What was that saying? Let me see. You can only keep 5 things in your belongings. A 6th item will be abandoned unless it already has a home. Abandoned items will wait for you outside the house on the Kukurabit Bridge. Okay, so that's these physical items. These down here are more esoteric. Elements of the soul, memories and lessons, skills and languages, and sundries. Which I think includes currents. I don't know what the word sundries. Don't tell anyone I don't know what the word sundries means. We need to salvage something, don't we? Yep, that's me. What else? We need to do something. What can I do? Nothing with that. I can do something with this. I should have probably read that, but hopefully it was just the telling me I can do this again. The human soul has 9 parts. Exuberance, enthusiasm, instinct all rise from the part of the soul we call mature. Is my mature strong? Recover this. The other 2 will be lost to the... yes. So we need to pick one of Chor, Fet, and Shapt. The human soul has 9 parts. Fet is the part of the soul that dreams. Is my Fet strong? So we can choose between instinct, exuberance, enthusiasm, and instinct. Dreams or eloquence and understanding rise from the part of the soul called Shapt. I'm gonna go ahead and say that I don't think I'm quite eloquent. Let's be enthusiastic. Why not? Oh, I had it paused. Just pausing again real quick to read these. Soaked comes from the book, I believe, or these or that. Okay, so okay, so now it separates out by elements. So the 2 things are put in there, and it tells me separately what each has. Element of the soul, fatigued, soaked, journal, readable, and thing. Got it. There you go. Make enough sense for now. What remains of me? Instinct. This is the coast where Brancrug Isle lies. It wasn't easy to come here, but I don't give up easily. Even so, I know there's no way I can cross to the isle in the seas. I'll need to find shelter for the night. As we have our chore, unfatigued. Yep. Occupant. Visitor or soul element with this aspect can be placed in a guest bed to occupy it for a while. Okay. Probably gain some understanding what that means later. Arab? God, I struggle to pronounce these. Pride, compassion, hatred, and fear. Fost. Sight, perception, inspiration, all the glorious gifts. Wist. Name, memory, that part which remains. Most librarians know that books have souls. Most librarians hope for books with simple souls of wist, and nothing else. Metal, the capacity for meaningful choice. Okay. So these things, what can I do with what? This isn't exhausted. Can I do anything with that? No. Do I need to decide of the new three? Choose a strong Arab and a past where your passions were paramount. Let's read all these. Arab is the shadow in the soul's cellar. Pride, fear, hatred, compassion. Choose a strong Arab and a past where your passions were paramount. The waves will wash away the others for now. Alternatively, nope. Yep, I can. Push this over here. things up. Frost. Frost is the light within. Sight, perception, inspiration. Choose a strong frost and a past with a pursuer who can see the light within you. The waves will wash away the others, for now. A past with a pursuer. Interesting. We have metal. Metal is the soul's tempering, will, self-discipline, that part of us which makes the right choice. Choose a strong metal and the past where you made mistakes. The waves will wash away the others for now. So this is, in case you hadn't, cottoned on, this is us kind of choosing sort of a backstory, if you will. We had one of 3 choices. I picked Chore, and then we get to pick one of these 3, which that seems to be they have an associated backstory to them. Lastly, Whist is the soul's memory, the true name scratched on its cornerstone, what remains after the rest has passed. Choose a strong whist and a past where you sought voices that had fallen silent. The waves will wash away the others for now. Me being me and having played a lot of Cultist Simulator, I'm sort of drawing parallels to the elements that I'm familiar with. Aspects. Passions are paramount. So, yeah. A passionate person. Who was I once? A passionate person, a decisive person who made a mistake, what's this again? A pursuer who themselves was pursued, or a person who sought the voices that had fallen silent. In the demo, I think I picked metal, if I'm recalling, or at least I had strong ties to forge. Let's try and pick something else. Between these two, I think. I love the sound of thunder and rain. Lovely ambience. Ambiance, however you want to say it. I think I'll go for whist. Let's bask in the glory. Whist can be another day. I remember playing the Medium DLC. That was very fun. Ascent, Descent, what have you. Definitely different, but perhaps we should bask in the glory once more. And these are about to disappear. So, perhaps what remains of me? Light? Perhaps here I'll find safety from what follows me. But what was that exactly? First things first, I remember there's someone in the village who will give me sanctuary, if I can get there. Mysteries have been added to your journal. You can begin to investigate them when you and your journal are both dry. Powers. Fundamental categories of power recognized by scholars of the invisible arts. Find these in soul cards, skills, memories, items. Use them to succeed in studying and crafting challenges. Okay. I don't know what prompted that, but it's one of these. So we have powers. Oh yeah. Okay. Lantern, obviously, from Frost, and Sky, Wind, Storm, Echo, Song, with the intricacies of mathematics and the principles of flight. Law's touch is lighter than we sometimes think. Matters of balance, harmony, and necessity. Okay, so that's given us a bunch of stuff. We'll put that over there, and that clears out from there. An old friend's address. I first heard of Brancrug through its rector, Reverend Timothy. For years now I've been exchanging letters with him. I can find shelter for tonight under his roof, once I've reached Brancrug village. The rector can also introduce you to others. villagers. So we're going to make friends with a Reverend. Interesting. Collect all those. Units. I should get used to pushing that button. Brancrug village. So this is how we leave that place. So it needs Sky, Not Skeptical, and assistance. Essential. Okay. Required. If something has at least one of these aspects, it can go here. Only something with all of these aspects can go there. Okay. And if something has this aspect, it can't go there. Good to know. So it needs one at the top, and it's one of the middle, none at the bottom. And currently nothing can go there. So we should probably wait for this to resolve, I think. Brancrug village must be nearby, but it's hard going. Dragging my soaked body across the soaked sand in the teeth of this wind. Which way? A memory of fear. The oldest and strongest emotion of mankind is fear, and the oldest and strongest kind of fear is fear of the unknown. At some point I lost the memory of the storm. I'll find it again at some point, no doubt. Scale is a new element. Memory. Hard without, hard within. Hard to rouse, harder to subdue. What is left of the crude powers of the deep earth? Okay. The sort of aspect. Sure. Edge. All conquest occurs at edge. The one who dwells there is blind and cannot be wounded. Another is strong and grows stronger. Edge is the principle of battle and of struggle. One who dwells there is blind and cannot be wounded. Would be that guy. And another is strong and grows stronger would be the other guy. I didn't know that one was blind. And spoilers for who that's talking about. Something remembers. Something remembered might be something understood. Memories can be used with crafting to upgrade skills. Memories disappear each dawn, except persistent ones. Good to know. So they disappear once the passage of time becomes significant to us. What can I do? I can ask for help. So we need element of the soul. And at least one of those. And not winter. My instincts tell me it might be this way, and without a map, instinct is as good a compass as any. Would FOST meet the requirement? No. What is the difference am I looking at? They both have element of the soul. It needs one of these, so I guess, yeah, heart. Okay, I'm not sure what the other origin stories, origin paths would provide, but I'm sure they all give something in this way. Skill, readable, lesson, or cache. I assume skills are down here, and not any of these. The cliffs grow dark against the ragged stars, and then at last I see the light of a hurricane lamp bobbing in the dark. As it approaches, a face glimmers above the lamp. Fisherman's assistance, a fisherman from Brancrug village. He can guide me up the cliff path, if he trusts me. So he's skeptical at the moment, but we can, once we get rid of that, ask his help. I assume we're going to want to talk to him about an old friend's address. Be someone that'll speak for ye. Of course, since 1930 and the Restoration, the locals have grown ever more suspicious of foreigners, but there is someone in Brancrug I know. So I have no idea what the Restoration is, but it's going to get mentioned a few times. Some sort of big event And yeah, this is 20 minutes in and we've done about, 3 things. Haven't even got off the beach yet, but I'm taking my time, enjoying myself, and I hope you're enjoying yourselves as well. I'll take ye by the cliffs then. That's butchering the accent, but I can't do it. This gentleman is no longer sceptical. Terrific, so we can go here and ask for his guidance. I'm not sure why that is so small a slot, but whatever. I keep left clicking and it keeps popping up with that reminder. So the fog has been peeled back in the Isles of something, I'm sure. So who do we have? We have the smithy, the post office, the Sweet Bones, Mr. and Mrs. and Mr. Kill, and the rectory. Well, I assume we're going to find our man there. The door opens a few cautious inches. Who's there? I say. Who's there? The storm wind plucks at the door, shakes the trees around the house. A clergyman, distraught. The Reverend staggers back as if he'd received a blow, and then he's bombarding me with terrified, delighted questions before I'm even through the door. Okay. Right, that has Malady. It copies the clipboard, okay. Something has snared or sickened my soul. Soul cards can be malady tainted when you're exposed to dangerous influences. Sometimes when you fail in a task, maladies cannot be exhausted, but your soul is altered and weakened. And there can be consequences if they go untreated. Got it. You die if you're left sick forever. Take shelter at the rectory. Now we see the passage of time after the storm, approaching dawn. The stars have struggled through the storm rags of clouds, but they retreat now as the dawn approaches. Reverend Timothy flutters fussily while Terence, the housekeeper, busies herself with practicalities. She shows me to a warm room at the top of the house, where a fire is already being made up. Memory foresight, 2 of those. A wit's forge and fire blast. Meanings press and screw. Okay. Reverend Timothy is touchingly excited to meet his correspondent in person. I am still too exhausted to hold up my end of the conversation, and Terence is not a talkative woman, but the Reverend can talk for 3. At last, however, he suddenly realizes how exhausted I am, and lets me sleep. So, take us 2 of those, or just 1? Just 1. And our health has been recovered. Element of the soul, knock, lantern, fatigue, and malady. Okay, so Reverend Timothy's door is always open to me. Timothy will offer help for free as a friend. Let me guess. This will need assistance, metal, something. We could use chore for this, but we are exhausted in that way. Needs an introduction to talk to them. A journal and readable, and not soaked. Okay. And need an introduction to speak to the smithy. So I guess our only option right now is... There we go. There we go. Reverend Timothy's door is always open. Reverend Timothy always jumps at the offer for my company. Can you try this book for me? He is not a man to miss an opportunity for conversation, so the whole business takes longer than it might, but he's anxious now. Dry out a book. Reverend Timothy is not a man to... Yep. Coppery book. The unusual metal binding is untouched by the sea. Frost, fatigued, thank you. So now we have a dry book. What can we do with that? We can go to the post office and say, hey, I have a book here, what will that get me? The postmistress regards me with a chilling gaze of a goddess image in an ancient hill shrine. The librarian, says she, yes, I have something for you. Wait here, please. The postmistress returns with an envelope addressed to the librarian. Hush House, Brancrug Isle, postmarked in Wales a week ago. A letter to the librarian. Letter to me from St. Ronwen's Trust. The trust connection with Hush House is probably benevolent, but persistently obscure. So I can reply to this from a writing desk. We don't have one of those yet, and it's readable. And lastly, we have a 10-shilling note. It's worth 120 pence. Yes, we're in a time when the old English currency is still in effect. Why 120? Because it's very divisible. And yeah, 10 shillings obviously, which are 12 pence. What have you. Anyway, what else can we do? We have a letter. Are we able to consider it? A message for me. Read the letter to reply instead. Add ink at a desk. Sure, let's read it. Why not? As it becomes... Whereabouts are we? I've finished reading. The letter reads, St. Ronwen's Trust wishes to congratulate me on my appointment as librarian of Hush House. The Trust assures me that it will provide the promised stipend each spring, but reminds me that its resources are limited, and suggests I seek local assistance in restoring the premise. Let us know when you're all set up and ready to receive visitors. The letter concludes. It's signed simply, the trustees. Interesting, so we are going to be receiving visitors at some point. You know, when we get to the fucking library. And we get the library back. Terrific. Who can we talk to? No one right now. Anything here we can do? Nope. What was that? Okay. Sure. The music has stopped. What is... Oh. The current track is Silence. I do like how you can see what song's playing. Potentially no, little librarian. What else can we do? I wonder. We have memories. We have things. An introduction. We can probably get that through. Then money. The postmistress will accept the offering and bestow upon me the appropriate change. So that is just a way to, breaking a 10-shilling note. I can read titles. Can we do anything else with money? We can go there with money. Let's break up a 10-shilling note. Why not? Crown, half crown, florets, and that. Yep. So 6, 24, 30, 60. Cool. numbers. Sixpence? No room at the inn. How about now? More money. A worry welcome at the inn in the time of the Heptarchy? I don't know if that's a word. If it is, I don't know it. A ring giver was accounted generous. In this bright and civilized century, a beer buyer enjoys the same regard. I'll have to look up what Heptarchy means, or if it's a game-specific term. Well, we can do it that way. I might try and, you know, I can get there with my chore. I ain't gonna pay money to, you know, bribe people. Fatigued things, from what I remember of the demo, the passage of time will, you know, a day's rest will restore anything fatigued, if it can be. A walk. That was in game, right? A loud howling wind, or wolf. A walk on the moor. Clamber up in the long reaches of the moors behind the village. Lean into the wind's fluttered fist. If I know what to look for, I might find something among the rocks. It requires a skill, but we sadly have no skills. We have money, but money doesn't buy you skill, sadly. I like the telephone poles just kind of leading off to the moor. Or maybe they're, you know, coming from the moor leading into town. That'd make more sense if they're, you know, mainland out that way. I suppose it is how you'd connect them. What am I thinking? We need to make some repairs, don't we? So we need assistance from Forge, Lantern, or Sky. Okay. I think we will let a day pass and can't do anything with this memory of foresight. So, yes, the study. Yep, we can't unless we can do that. Nope. We're going to let a day pass. These memories are going to go away, but I don't know what to do with them. That's a problem. I'm just going to be constantly skipping through music or skipping through empty parts. And here's a new day. Of course they go. Now we have chore, we can get in here. Just keep smiling. I have learned that honest enthusiasm is solvent for surliness. Rain. Soft rain brings life. It's weather. Eventually the other patrons unbend enough to let me buy them a pint and let me listen to them complain about the weather. And it is raining. I'll find a warmer welcome here next time. A memory of solace. Nice. Are we able to ask you for something? Can you get me an introduction? The topic? Nope, nothing. Oh well. Sorry, I'm double checking things. An introduction, yep. Introduction, yeah. And some of that stuff. Okay, so we can just convert it back into a tensioning note. Me and mine. What can I offer here? I can offer health, manual labour, heart. There's not much work on offer in there. What if I have money? What visitors might be passing through? Find out what unusual passers-by might be looking for employment. So, this will get us temporary assistance from someone who I think can help us over the bridge, if I recall. However, if we can figure out a way to get an introduction with the smith, we can just ask him for help. Maybe. I think. However, I don't bloody remember how to do that. So... Oh, here we go. That's how. So, Rector's assistants. We have this fella. Reverend Timothy. Yep. Something. He's willing to help us. Can he help us with this? No. Can he help us with this? Yes. A mutual acquaintance has induced the Kills to invite me for a fish supper. If I'm lucky, fish supper may mean Mrs. Killer's celebrated galleys. Okay. What else can he help us with? Mr. Kill pumps my hand. Just me and thee, then. Just me, thee, and the missus tonight. Well, there's a client in the back, but if thee don't bother he won't bother thee. The Kill's household is now available. Memory of satisfaction. Terrific. Can I talk to you about getting me an intro to the... A shilling will buy her help for the day. Okay, a shilling is a bit of money, but I don't know how much the help from the pub would be. Whatever. Sure. Topic can be that. Let's see what we get from this. We might be able to get an intro with the smith, because Reverend won't help us there. That's given us change and midwife's assistance. Okay, Art Grail. Things. Can you help us here? Mutual acquaintance will introduce me to Denzel the Smith. I might get 6 or even 10 words out of him if I'm patient. Denzel is a surprising source of practical advice, and that's given us a memory of foresight. I still don't know what to do with these Wait, do I? That's something I should have probably checked. Can we do anything on this page? We have a book. No. Needs to be a journal. Not soaked and not uncatalogued. That's... Oh, uncatalogued. Okay, so we can't use our starting book in there yet. What can I consider? I've already considered that. Who can I talk to? I forgot. I should be checking that. I can talk assistance. Let's see if I can purchase someone's assistance. How much? What are we doing here? Seek unusual help. Well, if 6 money is enough, or what's it saying there? I thought it said 12 up here, but I think it was somehow picked that. See if a shilling. Wait, half a shilling is enough? Let's speed that up a bit. We're already into midday, I believe. Here's an opportunity, a passing by poet. Can you build a bridge for us, mate? Sadly not, I don't think. A poet has come to the sweet bone seeking inspiration, which mostly seems to mean drinking, but also complaining. The I don't know how to say that word. The poet provides winter, moth, and sky assistance. Talk to him before he leaves if you want to use his services. Hang on. So he can build. Oh, okay. So we've paid nothing. Got it. We didn't pay anything. We got the sixpence back, but if we want his services, we need to pay him 24. Okay. You can take this and give us change, right? Hired. Terrific. Head on over here. One would think that maybe a smithy or, I don't know, a builder might be better at repairing a bridge. Mist-cloaked bridge. Every so often someone builds a bridge to the Isle. Each bridge lasts 100 years or 200, but then the sea disposes of it. This was built in the 1890s, and that makes it the newest bridge, but that doesn't mean it's new. So we just had a poet build a bridge for us. Florin. Terrific. Lodge at the gate. As in, there is a lodge at the gate. A cottage where Hush House's groundskeeper lived until the fire. If I can get into the place and make it habitable, I can use it as a base for reclaiming more of the house. We need assistance. Okay. Can we get help from Q, I wonder? Unfortunately, all our elements of the soul are exhausted, so we will let this day go by and, you know, resume our efforts tomorrow. Night has fallen, dawn will come soon. Keep vigil. Yep, all those memories go away. I don't remember what I was to do with them. I think you can use them. Yeah, you can use them for what are they called? Mysteries. But we can't currently do that at the moment. Sorry, I have. Oh wait, maybe I lied. What can I do here? Some books are to be tasted, others to be swallowed, and some few to be chewed and digested. Bacon. Sure. Studying requires effort. You'll always need a suitable soul card first. Got it. So I think I was supposed to be using memories on this. However, it's fine. Let's focus on getting into the place first. We can try talking to this guy. We'll talk about practical matters, though he prefers to sit in silence. A shilling. Yeah, shilling's good. We'll buy his help for a day. I'm pretty sure he can help us through a door. Here is a shilling. Clouds. We have the blacksmith's assistants. How long has it been? Ooh, 44 minutes. Though it has been a very slow paced. We can go ahead and say this. Faster. Lodge at the gate. A cottage, blah blah. It's a lodge at the gate. And we are in. So we're going to leave it there for this episode. A bit of a slow start, but now that we are here, won't reveal too much, though there's not much to reveal. Here we are. Look, things, mysteries, what awaits. Find out next episode. Until then, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. If you liked the video, leave a like, etc. All that usual stuff. And I hope to see you next time as we play more of the Book of Hours. Peace.